All right, mate. So I didn't make a video earlier. I was out earlier, so I couldn't make a video. I posted here above price about NMR. Now, what did I say? Yeah, I'm not sure what I said. This is a bit confusing because I think two posts have merged into one anyway. It doesn't really matter. Well, let me look at it here. What I was trying to say was this wick here. Now, this is, I'm not saying it's failing yet, but what I'm saying is at some point you have to think price wants to come down into this wick somewhere. So is this 3 months candle going to flip red and are we going to drop down now? Or is this going to bounce and then come back down to fill this area? You know, that is the $1 million question. I suppose if this flips red, then you need to be very careful that this wants to come down and fill some sort of a wick. It doesn't even have to come down too far. Like even somewhere there, the pierce of this level would be definitely sufficient. If we go back to daily just to see where that is, well, it looks to be there. So it kind of is implying that, you know, at least down to here and then maybe move up. But down to here to stop hunt either this level or this level would be where most of the orders are, you would think, and then it could move up off of that. So some sort of a dip at some point wouldn't surprise me to fill that. The question is, what we don't know is this going to bounce up and have a green candle and then come back for it later, or is it going to come down and take it now? You can see, like, we were up here, we come back up to take liquidity. This one even came back up to take liquidity here. We created, well, this one came back up to take liquidity in the middle of this one. This one bounced obviously and took liquidity here. It even bounced on up. This one came back and double tapped, took liquidity all up here. Then we had this large wick up here, and this came back up and took a little bit of it, not a huge amount of it, but sometimes this is enough. And now we're going down, but this wick here is bare. The market makers have not ran orders in here yet, so that's all I'm saying, that it might hinder price going up because maybe it wants to come down here first. But anyway, let's just kind of flick through. Yeah, it's that's an interesting one. A lot of indecision here. It actually looks like the previous time in a way. If you look here, you can see there was 3 monthly candles of indecision, and what happened before it launched off? Well, price came down and took liquidity down here below or whatever, and then it moved. We may be in a similar situation where this wants to chop about and then maybe drop down, take liquidity, and then get the real move up. That is a possibility, like back here. This has the potential to be a blueprint for success pattern. You know, this chopping about here can later BART back up, whatever way, you know, it chops itself out. That's a 2-week chart, but generally these can be a strong pattern that will like to come back up. So if we look here as well, it's very interesting. Now we have stop hunted the yearly low and have now flipped green. Well, this is extremely interesting. Do we get another wick down, or are we coming up to take yearly liquidity now? This makes it a lot more interesting. Once this is green, you know, you can't, after dropping down, you kind of have to have a more bullish bias. You can see that we have not popped up here yet to take liquidity up here. Well, it can take it anywhere up there. So I just want to see where this is on the year. Just a liquidity grab. Maybe there might be a spike down before going higher. But I really like the yearly now. It looks really good. Any wick down, supposed to here. Well, I wonder what drop that is. Yeah, 10 to 14% drop. To take liquidity in the smaller time frames, in the 3 months chart, you know, before going higher. If it does that, it looks good.